Good evening, fans, and welcome to Charlotte Lions Levine Athletic Campus for tonight's baseball matchup between the Canton School Cougars and your Charlotte Latin Hawks. It's senior night for the Hawks, so please draw your attention to the field when we take some time to honor our three senior members. First up, number 13, Griffin Donnelly. Joined by his parents, Bob and Michelle Donnelly. When his senior season was threatened by injury, Griffin responded with resilience, optimism, and hard work to get back to playing form. During his recovery, he served as an additional coach in the dugout with a positive attitude and a genuine support of his teammates. Griffin's favorite CLS baseball memories are victories over conference rivals, including a road win against the Knights last year, and this season's sweep of the Bucks. He would like to thank his parents for their unwavering support and staying by his side when things got tough, and if Griffin could give the team one superlative, it'd be most likely to break their helmet to Will Morton. His parting gift to the team would be an Xbox for the locker room, and next year he's going to continue competing in baseball while studying economics at Lawrence University in Wisconsin. Congratulations, Griffin. Next, number 2, Jaden Hawa. Joined by his parents, Steve and Tammy, and his brother, Jonah. Coach Cook says Jaden is a gamer, a fierce competitor who puts in the effort in practice and in the weight room to develop his skills. Jaden's dedication has turned him into an outstanding player, and Jaden agrees with Griffin that the victory over the Knights last year was one of his most memorable baseball experiences. He says the best team tradition is getting food together before games, and the superlative he would give his most giggly award to Ren Williams. His parting gift to the team would be a lot of hacky sacks. Jaden would like to thank Coach Cook and Coach Cahill for their support in helping Jaden to get better every day. His advice to young players is to have fun, play loose, and enjoy the game, which is what he plans to do next year as he continues his education and baseball career at William Peace University. Congratulations, number 2, Jaden Hawa. Our final senior, number 15, Luka Kadivich. Accompanied by his parents, Kate and Rob, and his brother Grant, currently leading the team in doubles and RBIs, Luka has come into his own offensively this year. Described by Coach Cook as a calm, tough, and intelligent, Luka has to overcome some physical setbacks early in his upper school years, but remains steadfast in his preparation. In 17 appearances so far this season, he's batting a .318 average with 14 hits and 17 RBIs. Luka's still weighing his options for next year, but will be sure his next chapter has great things in store. Congratulations to number 15, Luka Kadivich. As they all join together for a final group photo, let's give one last round of applause to our class of 2026 baseball seniors. Good evening, fans. Welcome to tonight's game, and let's introduce the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Cougars. Leading off and playing second base, number 7, Owen Fox. Batting second, the shortstop, number 9, Colin Kiley. Batting third, the right fielder, number 11, Gil Shepard. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 12, Devin Data. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 0, Jadon Bruce. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 3, Grogan Kelly. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 4, Camden Harrell. Batting eighth and catching, number 10, Turner Bruderick. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 2, Mike Trojan. Pitching tonight for the Cougars is number 34, Avi Pandy. The reserves for the Cougars, number 6, Medic Griffin, number 13, Thomas Smith, number 14, Caden Fox, number 15, Sam Young, number 21, Henry Dryden, and number 27, Isaac Taylor. Cougars are coached by Casey Harrell, Dominic Ford, and Kyle McCarran. And now for your Charlotte Latin Hawks. Joining them also tonight is our middle school team, and leading off, playing center field, number 7, Will Morton. Batting second, playing left field, number 3, Max Boo. Batting third, the third baseman, number 2, Jaden Howard. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 15, Luka Konevich. Batting fifth, and playing shortstop, number 11, Nick Smith. Batting sixth, and pitching, number 8, Peyton Booker. Batting seventh, and playing second base, number 12, Sam Yin. Making his first start of the season, and catching, number 13, Griffin Donnelly. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 1, Richard Lynch. The reserves are number 4, Colton Arnold, number 5, Cooper Holland, number 6, Cole Teal, number 10, Jalen Atwood, number 14, Baird Hicks, number 16, Durham Teddy, number 18, Ren Williams, number 19, Michael Zupp, number 20, Alex Diaz, number 21, Nick Krasignor, and number 24, Zay Dunstan. Hawks are led by head coach Daniel Cook, Alex Cahill, Hutch Billy, Jason Kiefer, Eric Smith, and Andrew Beluco. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that all please rise and remove your hats for the honor of America in the playing of our national anthem. Fans, if you have any friends or family that want to watch tonight's matchup, Hawks Media Production is live streaming on our YouTube channel. Search Charlotte Latin Athletics on YouTube to watch tonight's matchup with student broadcaster Will Wood. Also, it is Faculty Staff Appreciation Week. Any faculty or staff members here in attendance, scan the QR code up by the concession table to enter for your raffle for prizes.
worldwide to infinity. You know the roof on fire. We gon' boogie, hoogie, hoogie, jiggle, wiggle, and dance like the roof on fire.
Party people, in the place to be. It's about that time.
Yo, what you know about going out? Head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Try and live it up, ride through a bigger truck, beats all glittered up, stick a kid to what? Jig with a cut, ship Chris, spit it up. I'm a big man, get this man room like from Cancun.
Hello fans and welcome into tonight's baseball matchup as your Charlotte Latin Hawks take on the Cannon Cougars here on the baseball stadium. Here on senior night, we're honouring the three seniors in Griffin Donnelly, Luka Kadivich and Jaden Hawa as your Hawks look to get their 11th win on the season against the Cannon side that are just 1-15 as they enter into their 6th game of conference play of the season.
Yeah, as you said there, Will, Cannon at 0-4 in the conference, 1-15 on the year. Your Hawks 2-2 in the conference, 10-8 on the season. And we will have a good one here tonight on a gorgeous evening on Charlotte Latin's campus. Leading off for the Cougars, second baseman, number 7, Owen Fox.
Yeah, the Hawks 2-2 so far. Got swept by Providence Day to open up conference play, but a sweep of Country Day and two entertaining, enthralling games, and now they look to go above 500 in conference for the first time against the Cannon side that, although on paper doesn't look the best, they have had some very, very close games against similar opponents, so they'll look to come out swinging or bunting in this case, and it looks like he's going to be safe, and he will, so that's going to be
Bunt for a hit there for Owen Fox. Yeah, he's batting .270 on the year, and that speed down the line was able to get the first hit here for the Cougars. Next hitter, number 9, Colin Kiley.
So now up for the Cougars is Colin Kiley, a senior. He's going to leave that one, and it's going to come through for a strike. Kiley batting .250 on the season. That one thrown back to first base to try and catch out.
Yeah, with the speed we saw out of Fox on that bunt for a hit here, would not be surprised if he's going to try to take that extra base. As he does take off, Griffin throws with a laser, and he is out. What a toss there by senior Griffin Donnelly. And what a laser there. Griffin Donnelly, we talk about a lot, as he had the ACL injury in the football season. This is making his first start here tonight and making his presence known with that laser from behind the plate.
Yeah, Booker at the mound here for the Hawks, and had a pretty good start so far on all counts. A 2-1 count here as the Cougars look to respond.
Oh, nice pitch there by Peyton. Nice little slider action as you saw that one broke. Away here, make it now 2-2.
Booker there is going to try and sink it. Just going to sink it a little too low there, and now a full count here. As Keeley looks to take advantage and will try and be the second player for Cannon on base. Again, they're looking to take an early lead here. I think they think that's probably their greatest chance at winning, but that one's going to be down the middle for the third strike.
Yeah, he froze him there on the curveball to be able to get that strikeout. Next hitter, right fielder, number 11. Gil Shepard. And from that view back here, Will, we can see that was just a nice breaking ball. I think that Colin was probably looking fastball, and Peyton just froze him with that off-speed breaking pitch.
And that one there fouled off by Gil Shepard, the freshman batting third here for Cannon. Looking to make a big impact here to avoid a quick close to the top of the first. But an 0-1 count here so far.
Yeah, Gil Shepard leading the team with a .327 average. 56 plate appearances, 52 at bats, 17 hits, 7 RBIs, 3 doubles.
going wayward to the left, so that will be a 2-1 count now. Booker here looking to recompose himself after 2 balls. As that one is down the middle, it's hit to first base. Kadievich will just pick it up, and Booker will tap the plate to get him out, and that will do it for the top of the first, as your Hawks hold strong and will get back at bat at 0-0. Hello and welcome back to the bottom of the first, with Will Morton stepping up first for the Hawks. Looks to make an impact. Cannon obviously able to get onto base on their first attempt. Morton looking to match that. He's going to drive that one down the right side. It's going to hit the back wall, and Morton is going to come in for a double.
It's a stand-up double for Morton. Yeah, nice stand-up double there. Attacking the first pitch, driving that down the right field line. Now batting, the left fielder, number 3, Max Thune. Max coming in here now, runner in scoring position after Will takes the first pitch down the right field line. Love seeing them attack right from the get-go here in this game. Also watch Max in pregame hitting in the tunnel. He was driving a lot of pitches to the fence, feeling great with his swing right now.
And Hawks going to be feeling even better here. Morton able to get up to third base following the mistake. So a 1-0 count and a runner on third already for the Hawks.
Yeah, we'll credit that one as a wild pitch. And it's going to be a productive out. And that's a great job there. You know, with nobody out, Will, and a runner on third, what they're usually saying is try to get something in the air or you get something on the right side. The infield's playing back, so a ground ball is going to score that runner immediately. Next hitter, number 2, Jaden Hawa.
So up next for the Hawks, batting third will be Jaden Hauer. Their best batter so far on the season. He's been batting a average of .340. The William Peace commit stepping up on senior night. Now 1-0 count for him already.
And yeah, for Thune, we call that a productive out. As he's able just to get that one over on the right side and get the RBI.
The ball called there, so it'll be a 2-0 count here.
Howell batting 340, a double, 2 triples so far on the season.
And that pitch is just going to run through, and it's going to be a 3-0 count here already. So Howell, with the advantage, can potentially look to swing at this next one.
Yeah, this is a situation where you probably have what's called the take sign.
And that one there is going to be ball 4, and Howell will be walked onto first base.
Next hitter, the first baseman, number 15, Luka Kadivic.
It's now Luka Kadivic stepping up here for the Hawks. Howell on first, and he's going to look to extend this already great lead for the Hawks.
And he's been missing low here the entire time so far for Pandy. Pull up Avi's stats here from the mound. 0-5 record, 5-4 ERA, 6 appearances.
And Howell's going to be caught out there at first base, unable to get back in time. And so that'll be the second out here.
Yeah, tough call there. I thought he was able to get underneath it, but also that's the situation sometimes you have whenever you only have 2 umpires. Is the person calling that from first base is in the middle of the field as an umpire, what we call position B. And sometimes it's just tough to see that.
As Kadivic swings at that one, unable to get anything on it, and a 1-1 count now. Kadivic batting .318 on the season. Now it's going to be swung at, and it's going to be another foul ball. 1-2 count now. Kadivic with 14 hits on the season. He's going to look to add his 15th here.
And he held off on that one.
A 2-2 count. Kadivic. He's going to let that one sink again. That one's going to be into the ground. The 3-2 count. The pitcher there looking for the change up, but releasing it a little bit too early. And now a full count here. 2 outs.
And 3-2, 2 outs. Luka's going to look for a spot to be able to drive it.
As that one's going to be a close one. Call the ball. And so Kadivic will go to first. As Nick Smith steps up for the Hawks.
Next hitter, the shortstop, number 11, Nick Smith. Nick Smith batting a .327 as a junior, 11 RBIs, one double so far this year.
And he's going to swing at that one, swing towards the fences, and that one's going to be into the outfield as Kadivic is able to get up to third, and Smith will receive a single there.
Yeah, great job in getting that liner into the gap. Right fielder did a nice work of cutting it off, but Luka's still able to get to third with 2 outs there. So now we got first and third with Booker coming up. Next hitter, the pitcher, number 8, Peyton Booker. So Peyton here, if he can get an opportunity, batting .205 on the year, but does have 6 RBIs. So hopefully maybe be able to put one in. Here's ball 1. Here's also what we call, Will, first and third situations. See if Nick Smith is going to try to break for second. And, of course, Cannon's counting on it. A couple reasons you can see that. One with the pickoff there, but look where the catcher's setting up. Catcher's setting up a little bit outside to try to give himself some room to make a throw if necessary. That pitch is away as well, so 2-0 here now.
Yeah, already not the count he won as the pitcher, and can see him trying to signal low, and seems like Smith's read it very well. I think he might have identified some of their signs here and is just starting to relax into it a little bit, starting to let go of a couple of these. As that one's going to be wide again, and a 3-0 count already.
Yeah, and you got the catcher setting up on the outside corner, and he's reaching across. It's pretty easy for us as umpires when we say we see that reach across with the catcher already setting up on the outside. That's going to be missing away all day long. And that one too, ball 4. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk here for Peyton.
It's now for the Hawks. Sam Yin stepping up with bases loaded.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 4, Colton Arnold. And now up to the plate, second baseman, number 12, Sam Yin. Yeah, Sam Yin here really been coming along as late. 278 average. He's got 3 RBIs and a great opportunity here with the bases loaded. First baseman's playing back, so Colton's going to be able to get as big as a lead as he wants. He has to make sure that Cannon doesn't have any sort of plays for any back picks.
A big moment here, 1-0 count, but Downsby into the ground, a 2-0 count now. Bases loaded, but 2 outs. Cannon, despite the poor pitching so far, could well get out of this one with just only a run given up so far. And the Hawks are just looking to potentially add on in this first inning.
Yeah, here with 2 outs, you're always 1 pitch away from getting out of it, and he's going to hit the outside corner with that one. 2-1 now here for Pandy.
As Yin's going to swing at that one. And it's going to be taken, so Cannon only down 1 as they will come up to bat at the top of the second.
Yeah, Owen Fox able to run underneath that one to get the final out. So 2 hits, no errors, 3 left on. So at the end of 1, though, the Hawks are up 1-0. Nice.
Hello and welcome back as we head into the top of the second with your Charlotte Hawks leading the Cannon Cougars 1-0 as that one is fouled off out towards the car park. Nice hit early on, but it will be an 0-1 count here.
Yeah, seeing a lot of hitters attack early in these counts. I love seeing that. That's a big drive, but Will Morton is going to be perfectly there. Can of corn. And that's going to be 1 out here to start off the top of the second.
A good start for the Hawks. Cannon here, trying to get a lead as early as they can.
The designated hitter, number 0, Jaden Bruce.
They've just been unable to take advantage here of a couple of fastballs. And now already 1 out.
And that's what you want in high school, is just fill up the zone, getting that nice breaking pitch to come in, hitting the top of the zone for strike 1. But you really just want your high school pitchers just keep filling it up.
0-2 count here. As Jaden Grouse has stepped up, the sophomore unable to take advantage yet of these low pitches. Batting .242 on the season. As he looks to add to that tally here, as that pitch is out to the right.
And that's what we call there, Will, just a waste pitch. You have an 0-2 count. You don't want to put anything in zone in that point. You want to try to throw maybe some sort of breaking pitch away, something to change up in the dirt, something that you're going to make them be able to have to chase it and not get any solid contact on it.
As that one's going to hit the dirt, and it will be a 2-2 count now. And a swing and a miss there.
Nice pitch there by Booker.
And Grouse will be out, so 2 outs already on the inning.
Next hitter, the center fielder, number 3, Grogan Kelly.
And the Hawks now with an almost perfect start. 5 outs, no runs.
Now, you do want to be careful as a broadcaster using the word perfect. Perfect traditionally means in baseball no hits, no walks. There was that bunt single for the Cougars to be able to get the no-hitter already erased. But I do agree what you mean, is he has been dealing really well, and Peyton doing a nice job. 197 ERA, 2-0 record in 6 appearances so far for the Hawks.
That one is swung at, and it's going to go towards Nick Smith, who lays it into Kadevich.
Yeah, the short-handed glove there. Nick Smith, the junior, is able to take that one hop and throw a laser over to first to end that inning. So, 1, 2, 3, as you said, perfect there through the top of the second. We'll have
leading off for bottom of the second.
And welcome back as we head into the bottom of the second. It's Griffin Donnelly here. His first at-bat of the game, the last senior to step up for the Hawks here tonight. And he's going to swing at that one. Straight back down the middle. And it's going to be missed. And Donnelly's going to run on to second. And he's still going to go to third. And he's going to miss it. And Donnelly will be safe. And so that will be his first triple of the season.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely interesting. The center fielder was trying to track it. It's a triple for Donnelly. Next hitter, right fielder, number 1, Richard Lynch. Yeah, I probably would encourage Donnelly to hold up at second there, but he has all this adrenaline in his first game to get the 3-base hit.
It's now stepping up for the Hawks is Richard Lynch to round out the order, and a strike called there.
Yeah, and for Richard there, you may not want to chase that one anyways. It's low and away. That's a good pitch to waste, not swing at on your first pitch of your bet.
That one they're going to bounce into the ground, a 1-1 count. Lynch is going to check.
Yeah, that was a great hold up there by Lynch. Sends that one into the pond. We're always guessing, Will, how many balls are actually in that pond.
Surely in the thousands now.
Yeah, at this point, with as long as that pond has been here. Just taps that one foul on the check swing.
So still a 2-2 count here. Andy looking to strike Lynch out here to give some confidence to this field inside, but Lickpier knows he could potentially be a sacrifice out.
And Lynch just continuing to make it difficult, having a great at bat. Anything close, he's fouling off. And similar to Max we saw in the first inning. Also, if he can just get something anywhere on the right side or in the outfield grass, it's going to produce a run.
As that one's going to be up and right towards the booth. It's going to land on the grass.
Freshie comes out now here. But really like this at bat. This is now it's a stat that they talk a lot about in the pros, but this is what we call a quality at bat here. He's seen more than 7 pitches, so even if he gets an out, a good quality at bat. And even better there to track that one low and away for a full count.
It's now full count. And what are we at now? 8 pitches?
Yes.
So Lynch doing very well here to hold out and try and tire out Pandy. He's swing at that one, and that will do it at 9.
Yeah, but great quality at bat, turn over the lineup. And now have the top of the order coming in. Now batting, center fielder, number 7, Will Morton.
Morton now stepping up for the Hawks. 1 for 1 on the day. Opened up with a double in the first. He's going to look to continue that on here. Trying to bring Donnelly home. As that one is going to curve inside. But not close enough as it's going to be a 1-0 count. And that one's going to be low. And a 2-0 count now against the pitcher. That one down the middle, and it will be called a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, Will Morton with that great double down the right field line to start the game here. Just looking to get a solid hit or anything in the outfield.
And that one there in towards Morton. And so a 3-1 count. Morton with the advantage.
Yeah, this is what we call a hitter's count here. 3-1. He knows Pandy's probably going to try to put one in the zone.
And he will, but that one's going to go down foul to the right side. So a full count here for the second successive at-bat. And Morton's going to swing at that one, and it's going to be through the glove of Harrell. And so Morton's going to get in for a double, and Donnelly will get home safe. And so the Hawks now lead by 2.
Yeah, RBI there for Morton. Next hitter, number 3, Max Thune. If you talk to their first baseman, I'm sure he would want to say he should play that short hop, but give the double to Morton. And that will produce a run here.
Now the Hawks up to Morton in the scoring position, and Thune stepping up here. Thune 0-1 to start, but he was a sacrifice out for the Hawks' first run.
Yeah, he did a great job battling it off and grounded out to the second baseman, but produced a run and slaps that one. Ooh, that one was a close one. Solid swing there just down the right field line, but the umpire had a perfect view down that line and says it was just to the right of the bag.
Yeah, we've seen today so far the Hawks been trying to target that far right corner, trying to put it away in that double corner. And So far, Harrell hasn't been able to deal with it so far, with the Hawks already up 2 in the second. As that one's wayward into the brick.
Yeah, at least it didn't hit the camera. No pitch, though, as time was called before the pitcher started. And we always tell pitchers, though, too, it's better to finish. Even if you start your motion and you hear time, finish your throw, because sometimes a lot of injuries can happen if you try to stop automatically like that.
It's down to be just outside the plate, and it will be a ball this time, so a 1-1 count. So that one dipping right at the last second, but dips just a bit too much. 2-1 count here against Pandy. And Thune is going to swing that one back down the middle, and Morton's going to come home. Thune gets onto first, and Morton will score. Thune with the RBI, and the Hawks lead by 3.
Next hitter, third baseman, number 2, Jaden Hawa. Yeah, nice swing there by Thune. Send that right back up the middle and plate the run.
So now Hawa at the plate. And he's going to swing at that one, coming very close to the lights, but it's going to be fouled out, and it's going to be an 0-1 count. That second one's going to dip, and it's going to allow Thune to get onto second base.
Wild pitch there.
Now 1-1 count here with the Hawks with a batter at second. That one there just outside the plate. It's now a 2-1 count.
Hawa walked in his first at bat, got picked off though first.
As he's going to swing at that one, but unable to get any contact on it. So a 2-2 count.
Yeah, that back foot just slid out there. Want to try to keep that more stable in the back as he swings on the outside half.
And that one's going to be into the ground. It's going to be picked up. And it's going to be dropped. And so Howard's going to be able to get to first safely.
Yeah, he'll reach by the air. There made on the third baseman. Great play by the third baseman. With the catch and the throw over, and that should have been caught, but the first baseman just couldn't squeeze it. So Hawa will reach on the air. Next hitter, first baseman, number 15, Luka Kadivic.
Now Kadivic stepping up for the Hawks. Looking to add on to his previous hit.
Wheels here on first base, so look for him to pitch. To try to take second.
And they will try to there, but unable to catch Howard out for a second time. And Howard stepping up again. Now he's going to go for it. As Kadivic hits that one towards left field. And Howard's going to come in for third.
Yeah,
he's going to get it.
Great play there for Kadivic to be able to lace a single in the left field. Score the RBI single for the senior. And we're back at first and third with Nick Smith. Now batting, Shortstop, number 11, Nick Smith.
It's now a courtesy runner for Kadivic, as it's going to be red
Pinch run-
up.
Number 18, Ren Williams. And this will be a pinch runner. You can only courtesy run for the pitcher and the catcher. But for starters, you can re-enter starters one time a game. So Ren Williams is going to come in and be a pinch runner. And I imagine that Luca will come right back into the field in the next inning.
That one there was fouled off, and so an 0-1 count here for Smith. It's down to be back down the middle, able to be taken by the catcher, looking for the double play. But Smith's going to be safe.
Yeah, so fielder's choice there. Won't be able to get the RBI, but will stay on first. Next hitter, the pitcher, number 8, Peyton Booker.
Booker stepping up for the Hawks, already up 5 here. As he's going to swing for that one, and that one's going to be towards the cars. And that one there is going to curl to the right, so a 1-1 count now. And that one there to the right, they're going to look to try and get Smith out, but he's going to be safe there at second.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him get the uniform dirty and slide into there, but 2-1 count. Does get credit for the stolen base. Just made it a lot closer than he needed to.
And Booker is going to swing at that one. It's going to be picked up by the catcher. It's going to run through, and so Smith will get home safe.
And that's going to be a reach by another error on the third baseman. Nick Smith will be able to score on that one. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 4, Colton Arnold. And now batting, second baseman, number 12, Sam Yin.
A good play there, but I'm not quite sure what the fielder was doing. It looked like he would have been able to get to third base before Smith, potentially.
Well, he would have had to tag him, and that's a tough play. Usually with a third baseman, if you don't have the force, you come up and you get the force out where you can at first base. He was a little bit too deep. He wasn't going to be able to reach up to tag Smith. So he made the right play by throwing over to first, but just couldn't be squeezed there by the first baseman for the Cougars.
It's now a 1-0 count here. As they're going to look to try and tag Arnold out, but he's going to do a really good job there. Getting back in time. Already up 6, the Hawks, and they're going to try and add on to this one here. 1-0 count. They've been favouring that pitch towards the bottom right corner. As they're going to look to try and get Arnold out at second base.
Yeah, and Colton's able to steal that one, as the second baseman just couldn't squeeze it.
So a 2-0 count here with 2 outs. As Yin's going to swing at that one. And that one's going to be another addition to the lake. Now a 2-1 count. And Yin's going to swing for that one. And that's going to be a second one in the lake. Back to back to a 2-2 count with 2 outs. pitch is towards Yin, and he's going to be able to swing from inside, and Colton Arnold's going to get home safe, so the Hawks now up 7.
Yeah, that's a great swing there, keeping his hands in, and like you said, driving that down the left center field gap. And that's going to be an RBI single here for Yin. As the Hawks now to take a 7-0 lead. Next hitter, catcher, number 13, Griffin Donnelly.
So now Donnelly stepping up here for the Hawks. 1 for 1 so far on the day following his exhilarating triple. As he's going to look to add some more magic here. And we'll try and go 2 for 2 to add on to this already 7-run lead. As it looks as if Cannon have called time here to talk to the pitcher.
Yeah, and he's thrown a lot of pitches so far in this inning. Went the whole way through the lineup. So just want to try to give him a breather here and regroup and reset into this inning. And that one misses away.
And that one's going to be swung at and swung through.
Yeah, tough play there for the shortstop. Took a hop right before he slid into it. Couldn't see if it caught off of him or not, or just took that bounce and right off through it. That was really close to being tough, hitting him right in the face. But we'll give the single there to Griffin.
Yeah, nice job there by Donnelly. Back down the middle, but got to be careful there to avoid getting hit in the face. It works for the Hawks now, as Yin on third base could potentially add the 7th run of this inning. And a strike called there against Lynch. And that one there down the middle once again, an 0-2 count. As he's going to swing at that one down the middle, and they're going to be able to tag that.
Yeah, ground ball, unassisted with the second baseman to be able to just step on the bag and get out of the inning. So at the end of 2, the Hawks are able to put up 6, take a 7-0 lead into the third.
and welcome back as we head into the top of the third here, with Peyton Booker able to put that one down the middle for a strike already for the Hawks.
Yeah, and what pitchers love to be able to do is pitch with a lead. As you can see here, with a 7-0 lead, the last thing you want to do is give anybody free bases. Fill up the zone, make them hit their way out, and success rate for a hitter is 30%. So a lot of times when they put the ball in play, it's going to be an out, except there where it bounces off of Yin's glove and goes into right field.
There's a Cannon able to get on base here. The first error for the Hawks so far on the day.
Yeah, just took a bounce, hit off the tip of Yin's glove. Next hitter, catcher, number 10, Turner Bruderick.
He's going to swing at that one.
English on that one. And that's going to be the pitcher unassisted. Next hitter, left fielder, number 2, Mike Trojan. Yeah, and that's why we say run it out until the ball stops. Because that one, when first going, was in foul territory. But the English on it just spun that thing right back into fair play for the easy put out for Peyton.
And a swing there, no hit, and so an 0-1 count here against Trojan. Trojan here batting 9th for the Cougars. His first out-bat of the day. And he's going to swing at that one again, but that one's going to go foul, so an 0-2 count here with an out. That one to me just inside, almost hitting Trojan, but a 1-2 count now for Booker.
Yeah, so what he tried to do is throw that two-seam fastball, and a two-seam fastball from a right-hander, it's going to tail in towards a right-handed hitter.
He's going to swing at that one, and it's going to roll through, allowing Cannon to get a batter on third. So now Cannon following the single at first and third, trying to put on the first runs of the day.
Next hitter, second baseman, number 7, Owen Fox. Yeah, and just wasn't hit hard enough for the run to score, as Harrell had to make sure it went through first before he advanced to third. So first and third here now, but with a runner on 1 and 1 out, you are 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Close play there on the pickoff attempt.
Cannon now back to the top of the order here.
Fox tried the bunt for a base, or he didn't try, sorry. Successfully bunted for a base hit.
That one's going to be high and taken. A really nice take there by Will Morton.
Yeah, and that was just shallow enough, too, where it wasn't going to be able to be a sac fly, as Morton was ready. His body was coming in, basically everything perfect to try to make a throw home. Next hitter, shortstop, number 9, Colin Kiley. Coach Cook's going to want to talk things over here, and my guess is what he's going to want to do is talk the first and third play. You're going to see a lot of Trojan probably trying to break for second, and I think he just wants to make sure the whole infield is on the same page of what play they're going to run. And there's a number of plays you can run on a first and third defense. Catcher can throw it straight through to second with 2 outs and just try to get the runner stealing second. May throw straight to third base. Sometimes you also may have the shortstop coming straight in, and he may fire straight to the shortstop to try to get the third baseman breaking for the plate. May fire back straight to the pitcher. There's a number of first and third defenses that even whenever I was coaching before that we would practice just over and over again.
With 2 outs, that does allow the Hawks to potentially force a Cannon into another scoreless opportunity. Obviously, yet to score so far with 2 outs in the 3rd inning, but a great chance, but that flyout could well be costly, not allowing them to potentially have that sacrifice out, as that throw's going to be to first and taken.
Yeah, Nick Smith with a nice little easy toss over to third to get the 6-3 put out. And that will leave 2 runners on in the top of the 3rd on 1 hit, 1 error. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd with your Hawks up.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd, with your Hawks looking to extend the 7-run lead back at the top of the order, with Will Morton stepping up, looking to continue his streak of being 2 for 2. As that pitch is down and low, but just high enough to call a strike.
Yeah, now on the mound, number 6, Maddox Griffin. 5 appearances so far, 24.5 ERA. He's pitched 4 innings, given up 14 hits, 4 walks, has 3 strikeouts, 4 home runs. He's faced 34 batters.
Yeah, but with that one running through, a 1-1 count now.
Hopefully the Hawks can add to that total.
So a 1-2 count now for Morton. He's going to let that one go, and a strike called. So a strikeout here in his first at-bat for Maddox Griffin.
Now batting, number 3, Max Thune. Max had the 4-3 RBI put out, singled right up the middle, his second at bat. Hitting the ball well here this evening. Takes that one up high.
And now an 1-0 count here for the Cougars. As that one is going to be called a strike.
It's 1-1 here now on Max.
That one's going to go low, and it will be called a ball. So 2-1 count here. So Thune will foul that one off, and it's going to land
in the cup holder of the athletic trainer's golf cart.
So 2-2 count now against Thune. He's going to swing at that one, and it's going to be fouled off right next to the camera.
I think the backswing might have caught the catcher there. Our athletic trainer, Andy Russo, come and check on their catcher. As well as see you're catching up there with our varsity girls soccer team in a 0-0 tie over at PD.
Quick roundup for sports here. So far today, it is our Spring Sports Showcase. Your boys varsity lacrosse currently going on against Providence Day. The girls team losing 10-5.
Varsity tennis got the win, 6-3. JV tennis 1-9-0.
That was a big win there over, I believe, Country Day today.
Yes. No, sorry, PD.
As he's going to swing for that one. That's going to be popped up and high and out.
Yeah, we'll call that one F4. Fly out to the second baseman for the second out. Now batting. Number 2, Jaden Hawa.
Now Hawa stepping up, following outs to the top 2 in the inning. So that one in the dirt, an 0-1 count, or 0-1-0 count.
There you go.
As Howard's going to rip that one towards the back wall, and it is gone. Jaden Howard on senior night, and the Hawks lead by a crack of the bat, and that one was going one place and one place only. Hawks lead 8-0.
Yeah, he had that high strike and was able to get all the barrel on that one, driving that one over the left field fence. It's a great feeling for the senior here on senior night. Now batting, first baseman, number 15, Luka Kadivic.
It's now Kadivic stepping up.
Yeah, and that's not really an area where you're going to want to chase balls. It drops off pretty quickly, and a lot of copperheads back there. So we're just going to leave that home run ball stay out there.
And now an 0-1 count here for Kadivic. As he's going to let that one go, and it'll be a 1-1 count now. As that one's going to be high and right. A 2-1 count now. Kadivic's going to try and swing at that one, but it's going to fall through and be fouled for a 2-2 count.
Yeah, just a hair early on that swing as it goes back to the backstop.
As that one's going to roll through the glove of the catcher. And now bases loaded. No, base loaded.
3-2.
Count loaded.
There you go. 3-2, 2 outs here for the senior, Luka Kadivic.
So now count 3-2. As that one's going to be low, and Kadivic will be walked.
Now batting, shortstop, number 11, Nick Smith. Pinch runner, number 10, Zaylen Atwood. And it looks like Coach Cook start to bring out some of the starters. Zalon Atwood now will be pinch running. And the rule is, now Will, is because he put Luka back in, re-entered him once, but now that he subbed out for him, Luka has to stay out for the remainder of the game. You can only re-enter your starters once.
Kadivic there with a performance to be happy with. I believe he went 3 for 3.
So walks do not count. Ooh, that one's going to be in the left field, and it's going to be caught there by the left fielder. Walks do not count, so in the stat book, it's officially as he went 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Sac fly, any sacrifice bunts, sacrifice flies, and walks don't count as official at-bats. That's why there's always a difference sometimes whenever you see plate appearances versus at-bats.
And so we will head into the top of the 4th with your Hawks leading.
Number 11, Gil Shepard.
Hello fans and welcome back as we head into the top of the 4th inning with your Hawks leading the Cannon Cougars by a score of 8-0. Peyton Booker still at the mound here for the Hawks as that one is hit up and fly and taken right near the back wall. A nice hit by Gil Shepard, but not enough there as it's going to be taken by Richard Lynch.
Yeah, Richard Lynch able to set under that one easily. Next hitter, the third baseman, number 12, Devin Data. explained to Ben in our last game, Will, that those types of fly balls where you're, well, nice and easy grounder over to Nick Smith, and he's going to pick it up, send it over to Atwood at first for the 6-3 put up.
Yeah, and the Hawks now just rolling through here. 2 outs on 2 plays, and this is a
Next hitter,
great fourth
number
inning
0,
for him.
Jordan Gruce.
Now, and they're down the middle, so a strike and a count of 0-1 with 2 outs so far.
One count.
When they're down the middle and an 0-2 count, 2 fastballs and 2 great pitches.
So what he did call earlier was an illegal pitch. So it was an automatic ball. So we're at 1-2.
And a swing and a miss there, so that ball won't matter. And it's 1-3 and a strikeout, ending the top of the 4th. As the Hawks will come out now in the bottom of the 4th, up.
Okay, fans, we are just under a slight delay here now. Injury timeout on the field as whenever Cannon was throwing down to start the inning, ball got wayward and hit the pitcher. So he immediately went down to the ground. Coach Russo is out there talking with him. But we're going to pause here for a few moments and we'll be Now batting for your Hawks, number 8, Peyton Booker.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. An injury there to Maddox Griffin, the pitcher. We hope he's all right. Was being attended to by trainer Andy Russo. And so Peyton Booker will now step up for the Hawks to open up the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, unfortunate situation there as the catcher was throwing the ball down to second. Caught his pitcher in the side of the head. He's off and talking with our athletic trainers. And Jaden Gruss coming now in the pitch here for the Cougars.
As Booker's going to swing at that one, but it will be taken.
Line drive right to the second baseman. We'll mark that in the book as L6. Now batting, second baseman, number 12, Sam Yin.
Now Yin stepping up for the Hawks. And that one's going to roll wide and be a ball. That one there low, and it looks like a ball will be called once again, a 2-0 count.
Yeah, just missed the outside corner there.
That one there hitting the corner, a 2-1 count. And that one there curling towards the corner once again, and now the Hawks at 2-2.
Yeah, nice little breaking pitch there. Would have battled that one off.
As that one is swung straight back down the middle by Yin, and he will get on base for a single.
Now batting, number 13, Griffin Donnelly. Yeah, Simeon, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. And now Griffin Donnelly, he is 2 for 2 with a single and a triple.
And that one there sinking towards the corner, but sinking a bit too far, and that will be a 1-0 count. As Donnelly's going to swing through that one.
Back pick attempt there, but
Strike there and nearly able to catch Yin off guard. But Yin just alert enough in time, and so Donnelly will now be back here with an all 1-1 strike ball count and 1 out with Hawks up 8. As that one's inside, Donnelly's going to let it go for a ball, and Yin will get onto second base.
yeah, wild pitch there. It's a 2-1 count here now for Donnelly.
That one there high and into the top corner. 3-1 count.
Yeah, and this is definitely a hitter's count. Griffin's going to look for a spot and look to drive this one.
behind the corner, and it'll be a 3-2 count now, 1 out. A big play here, the Hawks. If they can win by 10 within 5 innings, then they'll be done. The Hawks potentially here at their last innings, if they can get 2 more runs on the board, to Donnelly knowing that his day is almost done here if he can convert. That one's fouled off.
Good eye there. Pinch hitting for the Hawks. Number 4, Colton Arnold.
And a really good job there by Griffin Donnelly just to see that. And he will leave that with perfect timing. Checking it, but not going through. And so now the Hawks with batters on first and second base. And a very good chance to make this a 10-run lead.
Yeah, Colton Arnold, a strong hitter here for the Hawks, as he's going to come for his first plate appearance so far. Colton, though, batting .206, 43 plate appearances, 34 at-bats, 7 hits, 3 RBIs, has 1 double. Colton will attack quickly, though, and he's going to leave that one, though, outside.
Yeah, that one just slightly out to Colton's left, and so it'll be a 1-0 count. And that one's slightly inside of Colton, and that's going to be a 2-0 count. That one is going to be fouled off. And now a 2-1 count.
It just steps off here. Didn't like how far Sam Yen was getting off second base, so just want to reset.
That one there is low, but it's going to allow for Yin and for Donnelly to get onto second and third base respectively.
Yep. So the wild pitch moves everyone up another 90 feet. Now Colton does have 2 runners on, 2 important runners here. Hawks in the bottom of the 4th here, up 8-0. Colton can get a single here. Be very nice for the Hawks.
So that one's going to be flied off, and it'll be a full count now for Arnold.
So now Colton here, you don't want to chase and swing at anything outside the zone, but you definitely want to make sure that bat's not on your shoulder.
And that one he will hit down the line. A great hit, bringing 1 and 2 home. As Colton's going to get a double, and the Hawks lead by double digits.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting there by Colton Arnold to get that double down the line and score 2 runs here. Next hitter, number 7, Will Morton. So 1 out here. Hawks will continue to try to add on. That one's going to be popped up, though. And Cannon's going to be able to backtrack and get the fly out for the F6. Now batting, number 3, Max Thune.
So now stepping up for the Hawks is Max Thune. 2 outs here. Hawks up 10. And that one's going to be called a ball there. And that one inside called a strike.
Max here also ground out to second to play to run in the first, then had an RBI single up the middle in the second, flew out to short in the third. And now it's got it as a 2-1 count here.
As that one is hit straight back down the middle by Thune, and it's going to hit the back wall. As Cotton Island will come home, Thune's still going. He's going to get to third, and he's going to slide in.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice triple there from Max Thune. As he saw the throw come in was offline, and he was able to plate an insurance run here now for the Hawks. Now batting, number 2, Jaden Hawa.
First ball there is high, so a 1-0 count here. And that one pulled wide, so 2-0 here for Hauer. Hauer last at bat, hit a home run and a fantastic play on senior night. And now, with the comfort of being up 11 runs, he knows that if he wants to try something, then he's got more than enough cushion here to do it. So he tries swinging for the fences there, but that was fouled off.
Last home run went over the left field fence. First at bat was a walk, and he reached by an air on his second at bat in the second, and then went over the left field fence in the third. Here on senior night, he's looking to add to his average. Batting .340 coming in here to tonight. And just increasing that average so far this evening. That one doesn't feel good sometimes. The foul tip went down. Catcher couldn't squeeze it, so it's just going to stay 2-2.
And that one wide, so a 3-2 count now. A big chance here for Howard to extend onto this lead. Got a runner on third, 2 outs. Up 11. And that one's going to be in the ground, and so he will be walked. And the Hawks now with batters on first and third.
Now batting, number 10, Zaylon Atwood.
So now stepping up for the Hawks for his first at-bat is Zaylon Atwood. 400 on the season, and he's going to have an opportunity here to bat in his first at-bat today. And he saw more action towards the start of the season. He's going to look to add his first at-bat in conference play.
Good job there by Atwood to keep the hands in. As you said, batting .400 4 for 10, so that's an easy average to compute there. As the junior has all 4 singles as hits. Didn't like that one, so that's fine. Has drawn 1 walk, 4 Ks.
And that was going to swing at that one, but he's going to swing towards Lake Latin and find it. That one there in the ground, however, so a 2-2 count. As that one's going to sink and beat down the middle for a strikeout. And so Cannon will be at a bat now at the top of the 5th. Hello fans and welcome back as your Hawks lead the Cannon Cougars by a score of 11-0 here in the top of the 5th inning.
Gets that early first strike here. It's got batters 6, 7, and 8 coming here to the plate in the top of the 5th. As you said, they need to score at least 2. And they're going to start off there with a base hit right up the middle.
A good start there for Cannon in their attempt to stay in the game.
Next hitter, number 4, Camden Harrell.
As that one is driven towards Atwood, they're going to get the first and they're going to get the second.
Oh, that was a beauty double play there by Zaylin Atwood to get the catch for the 3-6-3 double play. And that just beauty. You practice that one a lot, but for that to happen in a game situation and you to pull it off, fantastic there. Next hitter, number 10, Turner Bruderick.
And all of a sudden, the Hawks are just 1 out away from winning this one. 11-0. That one dipping.
Yeah, just a little bit above the zone before it curved down in. You don't want to give hitters that, call that against them, because you never want to swing at a pitch that high above your shoulders.
That one's going to be towards Hauer. And that's going to be into Atwood, and that will do it. As your Charlotte Hawks defeat the Cannon Cougars by a score of 11-0. Your Hawks now up to 11-8 on the season, as the Cougars drop to 1-16.
And the final score here this evening, your Hawks are victorious on senior night, 11-0 over the Cannon School Cougars. Fans, we want to thank you for tuning in. Again, faculty members, if you're here supporting our Hawks, scan the QR code for tickets into the raffle. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight and for this Hawks win. Have a great evening.
And so, fans, that will do it for tonight's broadcast. So, thank you for tuning in. That will do it for now, but stay tuned as we'll be back on Thursday for some more broadcasts as your varsity girls soccer take on Charlotte Christian. For now,